it's really crazy for everyone out here. It's a horrible, horrible time. And if this was yesterday, I probably wouldn't have been able to take this call because I was extremely distraught. It was a horrible, horrible incident. But it started probably about 2 weeks ago, roughly about 2 weeks ago, on the 8th of October. Myself and another artist named Runtown, we had shared on our Twitter and Instagram pages that we were going to do a walk, just a march, a peaceful protest against all forms of police brutality, all forms of police misconduct in general. And we did that with the hashtag #EndSARS. The hashtag was already in existence. You know, this is something that was already a big thing on social media, but no one had actually gone ahead to do a physical protest. So we decided to take that extra step. So we went out on the 8th. I think it was a Tuesday. We went out and probably were expecting maybe around about 50, 100 people, but probably got around about 2,000 people or so that came out on that very day. And it was huge. You know, we did a march to a police station which has some high-ranking officers here in Lagos, and we handed in a petition just saying that the youth as a group were very, very unhappy with, you know, the way things were going, and we were really, really furious about police brutality, police harassment, police extortion, and, you know, enough is enough, basically. Everyone was standing up, you know, everyone was lending their voice to this particular cause. So from that day up until now, back to back to back, it's been a different state in the country, because there's 36 states in total.
Right.
But apart from that very one on that day, we didn't even have to call for people to come out in other states. Everyone just trooped out, and, you know, on their own. It's been crazy. It's been really, really crazy.
Falz?
And, yeah.
Let me just interrupt you a bit, because I just want to ask you so that our viewers are clear. #EndSARS is the hashtag and it's the movement. SARS, for everybody to understand, is a special police unit, right? It's the Special Anti-Robbery Squad. What is it about them? And apparently they're not in uniform, they're plain clothes, and for years you have been protesting against them. What is it that you're actually protesting? What do they do?
It's all forms of violence. It's all forms of brutality, and the offenses that they're supposed to be protecting us against is pretty much the offenses they end up committing. The SARS stands for State Anti-Robbery Squad, but they're committing the armed robbery, because we hear about numerous cases where they stop young people just because you look fresh, just because you look young and you look like you're making a lot of money. They'll stop you, they'll harass you, they'll go through your phone, and sometimes they search for messages from your bank, for example, so they could see your bank account balance. And when they do that, they drive you to an ATM, get you to withdraw money, and you know, before they let you go. If they can't get money off you, they lock you up. We hear about several cases where they've locked people up and those people disappeared because they were eventually killed. So it's really, really crazy. If you're not as lucky when you encounter them, they could shoot you on the spot. It's all forms of violence. They beat people up. They torture people. They murder. They commit armed robbery. It's everything. It's everything. And there have been so many cases.